My name's Sam. I'm from Gelorzo Gelateria, Queen Victoria Market in Melbourne. Melbourne as a city is fantastic. Everything is in walking distance. I'm a fourth generation gelati maker. Our origins are in Sicily. Our gelateria generally opens at 9 o'clock in the morning, but we're probably here between 5 and 6 a.m. Sourcing the fruits. All our ingredients are sourced from the Queen Victoria Market. We make daily, so we're always making fresh. The recipes are things that have been perfected over 3, now 4 generations.
Tell us a bit about the tradition and the family secret.
Well, I'm not telling you any family secrets. Depending on what season it is, there could be some mangoes, some passion fruit, watermelon, lemon. Lemon's an all year round, so we're always going to get lemon. And the fruiterers know as well. A lot of them don't sell them to us, they give them to us because they know they're going to get some gelato in return. So it's a very good arrangement we have with a lot of fruiterers here. We were all supportive of each other beforehand, but even more so now. Having been locked down for 7 months and then coming back, just being able to speak to people again. I always enjoyed the interaction with customers, so for us it's been fantastic.
Fight Net Radio, Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragon. Follow us all at social media, hashtags, @signs, whatever you want. At Fight Fiend Migs on both YouTube and the Instagram, at Andrew Labouche and at Lee Honish. And don't forget to follow at fight.net.radio on Facebook, the #1 source and page for boxing entertainment. I don't know what else to really call us. We have been out for a couple of extra days. I've been traveling. I'm coming to you live from the other side of the world, or as I like to call it, Hawaii, where I'm convalescing and getting my collective crap together. Just enjoying it was $100. I keep telling this to people. It was $100 to go to Hawaii. How do you pass that up?
Very
Jesus.
Cool.
This
is it
wasn't
one
even
way?
like a debate. I had someone with a condo. I've got somebody with another condo on another island. And Andrew knows this. Rebecca's on one of the other islands.
Oh, yeah,
and she's inviting me to go over there to her island. And if you don't know, because you don't have a long-standing history with Fight Net Radio, Rebecca Ryan Long is technically one of the original 3.
Yep.
Technically. I guess if there were 4 of us originally that kind of started Fight Net Radio. But Rebecca was and is the only female correspondent to ever talk boxing or fighting on this show, for sure. She holds a special place in the Lord history of Fight Net Radio. And she's won her battle with cancer. She lives happily in Oahu. And she invited me to go over there and see her and her grizzly bear husband. I'm like a nomad living on the island out in Hawaii. It's kind of fun. Miguel Antonio Barragon, tell me how miserable it is in a COVID environment in Las Vegas to do nothing except look at cactus.
Well, there's no cactuses out my window, but it's pretty boring to say the least. I don't leave my house unless it's like to the store, pick up the mail. That's pretty much it. So I'd say it's pretty damn miserable. Yeah.
And we're going on a year too, you guys. Coming up pretty fast here.
March, mid-March, right?
Yep.
Oh.
I recorded another show about this. I mean, initially I was all gung-ho about COVID because I lived on the beach. And then I moved to downtown San Diego where I am right now. And I said, I'll tell you why I like COVID. And it's just me being shitty about my ex, right? She can't have fun. She's not going anywhere. She's not in San Diego. I'm not saying she's not getting laid, and I'm not saying she's not getting laid with someone I know. Not saying that. I'm just saying they're not having any fun outside the walls of my house. Period. I guess Well, it wasn't really my house, but mostly my stuff. I love it. And COVID made it super. Wasn't easy to get to Hawaii. I mean, you got to take a test. It's got to be in a weird window. But it was $100. I'm on an empty plane. They swab you when you get off the plane. There's nobody on the island. It's not crawling with tourists. It's really. I'm digging COVID, man. I'm just being brutally honest about the whole thing. How's it going up in the Bay Area, Andrew?
Still the same. Not a lot of people back at work yet. Traffic's light. Pretty sad. They're saying 100 days. He's looking to get schools opened up in 100 days, and I heard maybe possibly the gyms in Las Vegas, March. Is that what you're hearing, Miguel? That they're gonna start opening up all the gyms again?
I have no clue because I literally isolate myself from everything, dude. Like, I don't watch the news. I don't go outside. Like, if it isn't something that someone else might have heard, I'd be like, oh, really? Is that how it is? I'll occasionally watch like the Univision, the Spanish news on the rare occasion, but honestly, besides that, I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, no. Well, they're saying 100. Well, the president's saying 100 days for the schools to maybe possibly get opened up again. So let's hope that stays on track, and yeah, we can get back out there. I want to go
100
bowling.
days, is that like
Back
April?
out there and do what? Go bowling? I mean,
I
you're
miss
talking like a
bowling.
married dude.
I used to bowl every Wednesday, dude. Every Wednesday.
Bowling is fun. What other sport can
Yes.
you eat while you actually do that?
Awesome.
Yeah. I miss those days.
What happened to Lee?
Oh, damn. Did he? Uh-oh. Where did Lee go?
Hi.
Lee. Oh,
There he is.
Sorry, I just ran over to get like my coffee off the. I figured you guys would still be talking. I walked 3 steps.
Well,
You know,
I
it's a
heard
show
funny
about people
noise.
who
I thought
talk, right?
I thought you fell out of your chair. I heard a funny noise.
yeah, or
That
something
was me
unplugged or
running over to
something.
grab my coffee on the counter. It's only, it's only 4:30 for me. It's early. There you go. Are we all
is
good?
it? Is it really?
It's 2 hours in
2
front
hour
of you,
difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
No, not
That's
in front of us.
cool. So is
Oh,
it?
behind
Behind.
us.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said
behind.
4:30 behind. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's 4:30 here, 6:30 for you guys.
Mhm.
So when I'm recording other podcasts for other people, like in Arizona and on the East Coast, it really fucks shit up for me. But whatever. I'm the guy who decided to come out here, and it all worked out. I actually am letting. It's going to make people have a good image about me, so I'm not going to do it. I was going to tell a story that was going to give me a good image. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let you guys think shitty things about me.
You look good. The photo looked good then.
Thanks. I feel
Yeah.
good. I feel really good. All right, I'm going to tell this story. So I felt really bad just sort of taking off from San Diego and not really telling anybody. I didn't even tell my daughter. I just left. I mean, it was just really what I did. And then a friend of mine, while I was here, said, hey, a friend of ours is living in his car. How would you feel about him, living at your place and get his shit together while you're gone? Because you're going to be gone for, who knows, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. I know about a condo in Kauai right now that a business associate has that's been vacant since March. And he basically said, if you can get to the island, you can stay there as long as you want. And I've got all my gear. I've got literally all my digital gear. So I said, yeah, let the guy stay at my place, get him cleaned up, get him, there's plenty of clothes, there's plenty of linens and shit, hook him up. So, my friend who set the whole thing up, he goes, there's hope for you, Lee. You're not a complete douchebag.
No.
I said, yeah, but don't really let it get around. So, hey, here's a little note to everybody. If you are a douchebag like me, there are always opportunities in life for you not to be a douchebag during COVID. Thank you. That's my public service tip for everybody. I did nothing but let somebody sleep on a real bed. I did nothing but say yes to the guy who was actually house watching my place. I did nothing. I did nothing. And everybody thinks that I'm this really nice guy for it. Okay.
Hey, that works.
And basically the person who was in charge of the whole thing, I said, if he steals my shit while I'm gone,
Uh-oh.
he goes, I'll cover it. Okay, cool. Well, it's the monitors and the TVs. I mean, I order all my shit on Amazon. I buy it after breakups. I buy it in a new place. I don't even take my stuff from place to place. I just pack up a couple of bags, go to a new place, go on Amazon, order everything I like, and start over. I can even tell you almost down to the penny. This is a true story, Andrew. Literally everything that when I moved in with my ex-fiance is the same stuff that I ordered when I got to Oceanside and when I moved from Oceanside down to San Diego, where I live now, off of Balboa Park, outside of downtown. It's the third consecutive time I've ordered the exact same shit again to outfit my office and the stuff that I like. I don't take it with me. I just leave it. When I left Oceanside, even my landlord, you're leaving that 50-inch 4K monitor? I'm like, enjoy it. What about all the stuff in here? Enjoy it. Bye-bye. And don't you care about your deposit? No, not particularly. I don't have to clean up that way. Bye-bye. Yeah. So I'm a douchebag. So I let a guy sleep in my bed. Maybe there's hope. Let's, this show, there you guys are all caught up on all three of us now. I hope you're all very happy about it. This show is about boxing, and we will get started from the 12th and move all the way up to the 21st and get you all your boxing news. We are using Fight News. Rest in peace, Flat Top, because the people they hired after you left are complete tool bags most of the time. I mean, I'm just being honest. Whoever's in charge right now is not doing a great job, and I'm always worried. We'll start off with Peter Frampton returning to the ring to fight Herring on February 27th. First of all, WBO super featherweight Jamal Herring has been kicking around forever, and he will fight Peter Frampton again. I think he's too old to fight, but if he does that song, you know, Show Me Your Way, I'll be happy with the evening in general. Is anybody going to go hashtag MTK for life and tell me that they're geeked up to see Peter Frampton take on Jamal Herring? I start with you, Miguel.
Yeah, you best believe it. A couple of was it years ago? I think it was the weekend before or after Canelo fought here in Vegas. There was a fight at the Cosmopolitan where Frampton fought on the card. And like literally as soon as the fight ended, you know, Herring came into the ring, and I was geeking out like a little bitch. I was like, oh hell yeah, let's do this, please, please. So it's been a long time coming. I'm totally gonna, you know, I'm waiting. I've been waiting for this one for a couple of years already. So yeah, you best believe I'm gonna geek out when it actually goes down.
Andrew.
Herring, he's been waiting for this moment for a while. I expect him to be on point. Frampton seems to always find himself in a fight of the year candidate. So yeah, this one should be a very good fight.
He's gonna do that song with the wow, 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 with the voice box thing with the guitar. That's my favorite part of Peter Frampton, is the fact that he does the voice box with the tube in his mouth where it, wow, wow, wow. No?
No.
Okay. Just me again. Lomachenko's back in the gym. Top Rank has announced on social media that the former 3-division world champion Vasily Lomachenko is back in the gym. A brief quote attributed to Loma is as follows: "If he dies, he dies. No, I have my backers. I leave no room for doubt in 2021. I can't wait to fight." I don't even know. Payback, comeback. You know, you'll see him in the ring. Okay. First of all,
who is that talking? Wait, click on it. Who's talking there?
No, there is no more to the story. That's it. It's Lomachenko based on the way they're writing this. They don't say who the quotes are from. They believe in this little brief quote, which they probably stole off of social media, that it was Lomachenko directly. That's what they're implying.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So let's say it's Lomachenko. I could be completely wrong, but this dude got his ass kicked and there was no doubt, right? I mean, it wasn't like
no room for doubt. Yeah, that sounds like he wants the rematch. I think he's gonna go after the rematch. I leave no room for doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going for the rematch. I think he tweeted some late last year, well, late December, talking about he's planning to stay at 135 to pursue the rematch. So, you know, whether or not, you know, Teo's going to give it to him, From what it sounds like, the Teo attitude or the team Teo attitude is like, nah, he wasn't going to give us one to begin with, so why give him one? Let's move on. That's sort of what it sounds like. Hopefully that's not the case, and we do get a rematch out of it. But it kind of sounds like one dude wants it, the other one doesn't. So when neither fight, what was that?
Go ahead. No, I'll wait.
I was saying, like, whenever one fighter wants it and the other one doesn't, we don't have a fight. So kind of throws a monkey wrench in there.
I'm hoping that the TV ratings changed that for ESPN. They said they did something at, what was it, 3 million, I believe that fight peaked at. That's an NFL game. ESPN had to have been turned on by that number for a boxing, especially one that, Teofimo Lopez, not really a household name, not like he is today, at least in the boxing world. So the number might even pick up on the rematch. And that starting at 3 million, if it can get higher than that, then they're looking at a good turnout. So yeah, I think the money will be there for. It looked like it was Lopez, right? Isn't he the one saying he wants 5 million now?
Oh yeah, and then he won't take any less or something.
Yes. So it's him that ESPN's gonna have to sit down and work a deal out with. But with that kind of viewership, I think there is possibility a fight there for the rematch. It's the best fight in the division, with possibly Garcia coming with a hard second. I don't know if you guys heard that, if that's in the news, but Garcia coming with a hard second here, and it's not going to be Gervonta Davis.
Surprise, surprise.
Moving forward to update a
Do you
story
have that
from.
in the news?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be here.
Oh, you should.
I'm
That
going
was
through
kind of
all of
segue.
the news, Andrew. I'm
Okay.
not screwing around today. I'm getting
All right.
everybody up to date for the
We'll
last
go to
10 days.
Dr. Sharp.
Now to update a story from last Fight Net Radio. As you tuned in last time on Fight Net Radio, a guy by the name of Manuel Char didn't believe he was going to have a fight. Don King was involved, and it was for the WBA Heavyweight Championship, but it wasn't really the WBA Heavyweight Champion. It's really the interim Heavyweight Champion against a guy named Trevor Bryan. We looked it up. They've been scheduled to kind of fight for literally, I think, a decade, based on what we talked about last time. So here's your update a few days later from the last time, and it's still a week behind. So I'm not going to be surprised if this shows up again as a recurring. If you're wondering, hey, Lee, did you read all your stories? No, I didn't. I started on the date where we last left off, and I'm moving forward. You will have the stories unfold as I do as well today. WBA heavyweight champion Manuel Char is scheduled to face WBA interim heavyweight champion Trevor Bryan, a fight a decade in the making, at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. However, Char isn't convinced that the bout will happen. Writing on his Facebook page, do you think the fight will take place? Or is it a wrong play again from Don King? As I am fully training and I will be fit. Every time people say this, Andrew, I will be fit. Bruh.
Yeah, that's not a good sign, huh? Red flag there. That was just saying. Hey, you know what I think I am getting why Manuel Char is a little nervous going into the fight. Why on the program is his promoter holding the other guy's hand up?
Right?
That's
It's
another
like
red
omen. It's
flag.
almost like a little omen. Like, oh, this is how it's going to look after the fight, huh?
What the fuck is going on there? And that guy is not even the WBA champ.
Might as well be like stuffing fucking cash into his trunks while he's at it.
Have you ever seen the fucking contender with his arm already raised on the program? Oh my God! No wonder why he's pissed.
And held up by the promoter himself.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
However, Char isn't convinced that the fight will actually happen. This is a speculation in the German media, and the fight announcement is a ploy to get Char stripped of the WBA belt, which Char won in 2017. 2017, and has yet to defend.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Oh my gosh. Almost choked. 3 years, Lee. What the fuck? And then
Dude, wait, let me break it to you.
And then let's go back to the
4
program.
years. Wait, hold on. We just had another year pass. So he's at 4 years of being the interim
There you
WBA
go.
champion.
21, my bad.
Good God. Can't enter the U.S. because of COVID-19 restrictions. Actually, that would be incorrect because I could jump ahead in the stories without even saying this. Thanks to Donnie Trump, just the other day, he lifted all the travel bans. So let's hope that you're fit.
His
Let's
first title defense has the contender with his arm raised. There's so much to that program, man. Yeah, no, I would be a little nervous if I'm Char going into that fight.
I never even heard of this dude. Never
Don
even heard of this dude.
Don likes him.
All right.
Yeah, apparently, huh?
Oh, well. January 13th. Bob Arum. What? Bob Arum. What?
Hey,
All right.
Bob.
Cambosos. Is that it?
Joining
that's as close as it's gonna get.
joining us on the show, longtime contributor, our Bob Arum. Hello. Bob, we have some questions before we read the article. Are these direct quotes from you? Who else would they be from? Okay, Bob. Just wanted to make sure before you actually read them and you don't go off the rails today at all. I'm not off the rails. I had my pot and I had my COVID shot. I'm way at risk being 127 years old. Clearly you are, Bob. So joining us to give his quotes directly is, of course, Bob Arum. This is written by Ray Wheatley of World Boxing Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum. Damn ass right, I'm the Hall of Fame promoter of things. Has been negotiating to have the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez, 16-0, 12 KOs, defend against IBF mandatory challenger George Kambosos in Australia during May. We've been talking to the goddamn Aussies. You know, the fuckers who gave me all these fucking guys who keep losing when I put them in the ring. And we're supposed to have a letter of intent, blah, 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 shit, words. It would be in May or, I don't know, shit. Okay, how about summer? Does that work for you guys? We're at the mercy of the coronavirus. That fucking guy is just a tough promoter. He's been keeping my fights in a bubble. I'm not a fan of the coronavirus. He's a bad promoter. He's even worse than the PBC. It's the PBC, Bob. BBC, PBC, whatever. You can use it for your garden hose and put it underground and it doesn't leak. That's PVC, Bob. But good callback. We're looking at Melbourne or New Zealand or somewhere on the other side of the planet. And we're hoping to get, 50,000 people because they don't have the COVID down there at all. The problem is you got to quarantine for 14 days if you're a foreigner. And my guys don't like to go to Australia early at all, especially Teofimo. Just does not like to travel early. Thank you, Bob. That is batshit crazy logic of wanting to have 50,000 people see his next fight. I start with you, Andrew Labouche. We've been talking about this now for about a week. Kambosos versus Lopez. You're up.
Yeah, well, it seems like a dead fight right now, as it says right there. Foreigners can't go to Australia until further notice. So they're not having the fight there. Not today, not in May, not until further notice. So I think they just put this out there to get their names in the circuit. But no, there's no fight here right now, you guys.
Miguel Antonio Barragan.
Hey, Lee, I'm going to tell you, I don't know too much about Kambosos, so I can't really go into him. But on this first paragraph, it says that Australia is saying no until further notice. So I don't even know how this became news.
Because I said it was.
Exactly. That's all it was.
Yeah, that's literally all it is. It's him bringing up, Kambosos' name because he's a mandatory for the IBF. So it's like, let's not forget these guys. We still carry this belt. So.
I love the fact that Bob I want the fight to happen. I don't care. On the other side of the world, fight on an island. What about Fight Island? Is the UFC fuckers using Fight Island? I want to use Fight Island. Fucking Bob he's amazing to me. Bob Arum is just, I don't know if it's Bob or people writing as Bob for these articles half the time. Like, are you guys thinking this is what Bob would say in this situation? Question mark. I mean, yeah, we want the fight and we want Kambosos because we don't want to be stripped of the belt. And so we'll fight him in Australia where we can't get into the place. Dude, he's underage. You can't take him into the bar. Whatever. He looks 21, so therefore we could go into the bar. That's the same analogy here. I want 50,000 people. The only place that could do it is Australia. Blah, blah, blah. Airplane. But they won't let foreigners in. What the fuck?
Must be a racist place, this Australia.
Shout out to Sam Navajero.
Hey, shout out to Sam with the video, though. Is that
with
cool
the video,
or what?
I'm
Lee,
I'm actually
Lee.
going to, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm going to make it really super cool, and I'm going to download the video that our executive producer, forgive me, I'm not downgrading you, Sam. Producer Sam Navajero, the guy who listens faithfully to every shows, and actually is one of the few people that can tell me not to do shit, and I listen to him, and he
I want
believes
to
the show
know.
is better.
I want to know
Yeah.
if he's listening to the show while doing the ice cream. That would be awesome, bro. If we were on
He
the other
listens
side.
to, not only does he, I've had this talk with him privately, right, via text. He not only listens to the show, he usually listens to the show 2 or 3 times.
That'd be cool. And Miguel, he's got his own stand. He makes his own ice cream. He's like an Italian ice cream maker.
Gelato.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. Gelato.
And,
Yeah.
Oh, you
he
did
is
see
gonna
it
get
too.
his
Okay.
ad in front of this week's video on the site, and when it's pushed around the boxing news. So the first thing you're going to see
I wanna
before
go there.
Fight Net Radio this
You got to
week,
go there, Lee. Lee, why don't you go there?
I could,
Yeah.
but they don't.
that would
They
be
don't
awesome.
like people. They don't like people right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Fuck. You got to sneak in.
Fucking foreigners.
You gotta put yourself. You gotta fit yourself in luggage and smuggle yourself in.
Yeah,
It
that was pretty
clo-
cool.
By the way, it was pretty close to that to get into Hawaii. I shit you not. You got to have a COVID test within 72 hours. You walk off the plane, they stick another swab into you when you walk off the plane. Literally, as you walk off the plane to go get your bags, they stick another swab up your nose. You do a daily log. Some islands aren't letting anybody come in without holding them for 14-day quarantine. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
they're not fucking around on the island. And now that I'm here, why would I leave?
Don't want to leave. Yeah, I was going to just say.
What am I going back to? You know, at some point, all those crazy white people who stormed the Capitol are going to get pissed off at Biden and start, you know, trying to overthrow the United States. I'm no longer in the United States. I'm in Hawaii. I'm not sure if it's part of the Union, but it certainly doesn't behave like it. Puerto Rico. It's like Puerto Rico. You can go there too. Moving forward. That was a side note. And by the way, go check out the video available at fight.net.radio. Check out Sam Navajero. Next time you're in Australia, go have some fucking gelato, all right? I said it.
Yeah.
Bob, have you tried
Yeah,
his
you-
gelato? It's fucking tremendous gelato. I have it shipped to me in Vegas. I eat it before every fight. You keep saying I eat soup. I don't eat soup. I have melted gelato from Sam Navajero. Right now, Sam is clipping out that piece and probably making it his phone ringer as we speak. Shout out to Sam. Moving
Yes.
forward. Kovalev fails drug test. What? Say, is it so? Former light heavyweight champion Sergey the Crusher Kovalev has reportedly tested positive for banned substances like synthetic testosterone. No announcement from Golden Boy or main events yet, but Kovalev's January 30th fight against Bektrim Beck Bully. Is that really your nickname, Beck Bully? Bektrim Beck Bully Melknev Zev on DAZN. That's a lot of Z's and V's all in one. On DAZN is probably off. Probably.
Yeah.
Who wrote this article?
We're still thinking
Probably is
about
the
it.
one that pops out here on this sentence.
We might be able to sneak it in.
We're not sure, but it's probably off. How
Failed
hard
drug-
up is
failed
wait?
drug
First of all,
test.
before I read the rest of this, how hard up is Oscar? Where the press release he puts out is, hey, fight's probably off, but don't quote me, all right?
No, this
Like,
might
it
be
might-
Matchroom. I don't know if this is. Oh no, this
Main
might
events.
be
It's main
Matchroom.
events.
Main events. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, it says no announcement from Golden Boy or main events, so I guess it's half and half.
Ooh. All right. Well, fuck. Oscar might be tight. Hi, Oscar.
Mm.
Yeah, just a very sad fall for Sergey. Getting
Yeah,
arrested
rapid,
out of
right?
the
Like
ring.
fall from grace like a mother,
Yeah.
and fast too.
Yes. I see
Hey,
like
hey.
ties to the mafia coming soon, maybe a prison sentence. I don't know. It just seems like there's no stopping this demise here.
Yeah,
Um,
the downward spiral. It's
yeah.
going.
Yep.
Probably off. Don't worry about it. Probably off.
Most
Probably.
likely.
Kinda. They kinda might fight. I'm not saying that they are or they aren't, but they might. I don't know. Sort of. Kinda. It could happen.
Is there a thing where they're going to look at the levels of the dirty test to see if there was even enough?
Right. If it's 1/100th of a.
There you
This
go.
is a
Maybe
thing on-
that's
Rogan did a thing on this because pretty much every single fighter has taken some kind of synthetic testosterone or steroid at some point, and like 1/1000th of a unit in somebody's blood will still trigger the test. Because I think it's done on a genetic level, right? They're grabbing they're not going after pee. They do it like I did to come to Hawaii. By the way, if you're coming to Hawaii, they're not looking for a swab up your nose before you get on a plane. You spit into a container and fill a rather large container
oh, they're
full
making
of
another lead somewhere.
It's like cells. They want actual DNA, like a real test. They're looking.
They're going to clone you, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna replace you.
You're going to be in the next war.
Mm-hmm. Could be another mindless zombie in the war.
Stu Hogan is in the works. Shout out to Australia again from Ray Wheatley of World Boxing. After breaking this mega story down here that we did before, on
We've
Ray
seen
Wheatley.
this Hogan guy before.
Have we?
Hogan.
The management of Australia's biggest draw card, WBO number 2,
yeah.
or WBC number 10, and WBA number 8.
Who did he almost
Light
beat? Did
middleweight.
he almost beat Chavez?
Munguia. He like slapped Munguia
Dennis
around
Hogan?
and still gave him the fucking
Dennis
decision.
Lee, Tijuana.
Hold on.
This is the Tijuana fight. Yeah, Dennis Hogan, I believe, is the one that you kept saying he's going to get robbed, and then he did get robbed.
Yeah, big time.
Dennis Hogan.
Fucking smacked
box wreck.
Munguia around like a motherfucker, and then he still loses the decision. Oh.
Yeah, and it was in TJ. I think that was the kicker.
Yeah, and he got robbed in TJ. Oh yeah, that's him.
Dude,
How did Bob not pick up on this guy? What?
No, this is a
Bob,
serious. Then
Ireland, you need him for St. Patrick's Day, Bob. It's a white guy with a red beard. I mean, he's ready for your, St. Patrick's Day massacre of some, third world country fighter to make white people feel better in Boston on.
Australia.
Oh, that's a great idea. Is he available? Who's he fight with? I think he's a free agent, Bob. He has fought Jermel Charlo to a loss. He fought Jaime Munguia to a loss.
Or Monterey. There you go, Monterey. Yeah, I remember that. So hey, this could be a serious fight for Zoo. Zoo's he doesn't have a lot of experience, right? This guy, he's been in the ring his last 2 fights with world champs, so that's a decent step up for Zoo in this fight.
This dude got a KO from Jermel Charlo. We're on the backside of this dude's career. The Hurricane has only 7 KOs in 28 fights. We're not talking a monster. This is
Zoo is but he's young. He's young, Lee. So the power don't mean anything. Yeah, you can break him mentally if you just keep the pressure on him. It's a decent step up for where Zoo is right now in his career. As far this is a decent step up in my opinion. I remember this guy's name right away. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm liking this too. It is a pretty good step up. This dude is pretty rugged. I mean, considering he came off of a TKO loss, but he's a rugged dude who's going to give, Sue some rounds and not, flop all over the fucking place like Jeff Warren, He's going to hold his own.
And it's not like he just came off a loss to some nobody either. Charlo's the champ. He's one of the best in the division. So that's a clear step up for a kid who's not even a champion yet, in his next fight.
Yep.
There you go. It's good. Moving forward. Hey, update to our last story. Guess what? Camboso's checked in. I will beat Lopez. I certainly hope you feel that way. IBF lightweight.
It's easy to say that when we can't get into your fucking country, huh? You talk all that shit right now.
Yeah, well, that's the way you want to go with it. I mean, to be
Might as well
perfectly
just
honest,
pull
if you're
down
going
your
to talk
pants.
shit. Well, this is the Manuel Char thing. Oh, I'm totally down with defending my interim heavyweight belt that I haven't defended in 4 years pre-COVID. I mean, I had the belt for 2 years before the COVID happened, or 3 years actually. But I mean, who's counting? It's really Don King's fault. What are you talking about, you psychopath? It's Don King's fault that I didn't defend the belt. Okay, whatever. I'm sure you got extra onion rings when you wore the belt in. I mean, let's just be brutally honest. George Kambosos, #1 lightweight contender for the IBF, said that he's confident he'll upset IBF, WBC, WBO lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez when they clash in Australia during May. You don't want to fight me, vacate the belt, stated Kambosos. He said he put out an offer. Bob Arum said that he's a liar. He has no authority to send out contracts. Myself and Devin Haney have received nothing. We are hoping it will all be done in a couple of weeks, and we'll have a date for Kambosos versus Lopez. We should have it done by February 6th. Which is ordered by the...
No, I'm kidding.
Anybody buying any of this horseshit?
It's a decent no, because it said that until the country allows people to come in, then no one's going in there. So that fight, and it's kind of shows you how bad Top Rank wants the stadium, the be able to put seats in the butts in the seats. Here is they're bringing so much about it being in Australia. It's like they almost have no hope for the fights here in America still. Because this is May. You would think if Bob had some news by the MGM, they said, hey, by May, don't worry about it. We'll be open by then. This fight is going to be at the MGM Grand.
Yeah. Andrew, I just got a call in the middle of that story.
Okay.
It was the MGM calling. We're already open. That's what they said.
No, but fans get to go to the fight is what I'm saying.
We're not ever going to have fans again. Everything forever is going to be from home.
No.
Move to Hawaii, people. That's what I'm saying.
The president already announced that schools should be opened up in 100 days. Boom.
Yeah.
Done.
Which is like what, April, basically?
Yeah. So.
After my birthday again.
Hey, after my birthday too. Trust me,
I'm literally staying in Hawaii. I'm staying in Hawaii.
Well, you got Hawaii at least. You got a beach.
In Hawaii. Oh, well.
Update
Update to our last story that we just read a few minutes ago to update our story to right now. The entire Kovalev fight is now on.
All right.
Kovalev Malikov boxing event scheduled for this Saturday that we talked about 2 days ago.
I guess
really stories ago.
I guess he had the legal amount, Lee. I guess it was the legal amount in this.
Can I stress this to anybody who's a boxing fan? Go back to the first date you checked boxing news and read up and watch stories evolve, because it's way funnier than even I thought it ever would be. I've been doing this now for the last 3 Fight Net radio shows, and my honest to God opinion at this point, I'm never not going to do this again, because you go from, it's probably off. Like, I could just see Oscar going, I don't know, I'm going to try to work it off, right? To, the whole card's off. Fuck everybody.
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Literally, Oscar and Top Rank, main event went from fuck it. Hey, while we were crushed, for the bully and shit, we know that he nevertheless is a tremendous fighter in the year 2021. We are looking forward to our next scheduled boxing event, February 13th. Please buy my t-shirts, bro. I mean, where you at, Golden Boy? I mean, what have you got left? You can't even get Kovalev over the fucking line to do a DAZN fight, and you're canceling an entire fight card. If I was DAZN, I would cut Oscar loose and make him go fight on Fox with the PBC. And Oscar is officially, I'm going to say this, Golden Boy is officially the B leagues of fight management.
They're on the clock.
Done.
Yeah, they're on borrowed time right now.
Done.
Yep.
It is all caught up with him. Anybody surprised that Vada's pulled his license and told him to go, shit
Well,
and
let's
stand in
not.
the corner?
We won't say that too fast, as we're gonna see as we get closer and closer to today's news.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
no,
not
it
say
could come
that too
back.
fast.
You might
Yeah,
be jumping
no,
the
you
gun
never
right
know.
now.
It could update itself over
It
the
could
entire
say
telecast.
Kovalev arrested here in the next one.
Yeah, or the fight is back on all of a sudden.
I swear to God, this is the best way to do news stories ever. For 3 weeks, it's been a home run, and it has yet to disappoint. God bless America. Hey, Matchroom announces upcoming schedule. Since nobody's tested positive for enhancement drugs, they can actually release their entire schedule at this moment. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing have announced details of their upcoming UK scheduled following the British Boxing Board of Control's confirmation earlier this week that boxing tournament under its jurisdiction will resume in the middle of February. All right, cool. So here's what we've got. Let's just go through these and see if there's anything we can get excited for Eddie and his racist fucking father. Josh Warrington. Oh, and by the way, that's not me being shitty to white people. That's just a fact, Jack. February 13th, Josh Warrington taking on Mauricio Lara. I turned to my expert, Miguel, who will watch just about anything if they're wearing gloves. Is this a fight worth watching?
For the sake of Warrington, yes. But last I read, which may come up in a story later on, he has relinquished his IBF championship, so this fight won't be for the title. I mean, I like to see Warrington in the ring, so yeah. But I mean, Lara, I'm not too familiar with Mauricio Lara there, so may have to Google him real quick. But just for the sake of seeing Warrington in the ring again, yeah, I'm down for this one.
Andrew, how about Adesanya versus Josh Kelly? Got anything on those two? I did it on purpose because I'm pretty sure you don't know jack about this fight at all.
Yeah, this is a junior welterweight bout. I believe, right?
What?
Correct.
What?
I believe so.
If you get that part of this right, Andrew, I'm going to be so impressed with you at this moment.
Shut up.
Hold on. Let's see. How do you feel about his answer so far, Miguel? Do you think he's in the ballpark on this?
He is. He's pretty close. I think he's pretty close.
You think he's close? All right, let's see what we got. He is Russian. No shit, based on his name. And what weight are we fighting at here? What am I missing it, Andrew? He's a welterweight.
Oh, welter. Oh, right there. Bam. Close. Very close.
Yeah,
He's got the Josh Kelly fight. He hasn't fought anybody. There's no way you knew this. You just threw it a dart into the dark.
Where did we
Andrew.
see? We've seen him from that Velasquez right there. That in 2018, isn't that the guy that fought? He fought
Holy shit,
Crawford,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
the Mean Machine dude.
Yes. Yeah, no, we've seen this guy fight. That's why I say he's a veteran. Kelly 10-0. It's a big step up for him. And we've seen Josh Kelly
Shane Mosley. He beat Shane Mosley.
This is probably after the divorce where Shane's just kind of just collecting money right now.
Yeah, I understand that, but he's one of the guys that beat Shane Mosley. That's not. I take credit for it.
Yeah, and he beat him twice.
I met Shane Mosley in an alley and he was homeless and toothless, and I knocked him out. I'd say I knocked out Shane Mosley.
Did he beat him twice? Go down again? Was that once or twice?
Oh, what the?
Once. Just once.
Okay. All right.
He went up to Lamont Peterson, who took him out by unanimous decision. Then he beat Ambomo. Then the Mean Machine fight where he lost by TKO. Then a nobody. Then a nobody. Then a nobody. And now you're going for the EBEU, EBPQRST European.
Don't worry. The night he fights Josh Kelly, they will say this man beat Shane Mosley. So he's got that.
I would. Fuck yeah, you'd take credit for that shit. No doubt. Moving
Decent
forward.
Fight. Yeah, no, definitely watch this one. This is a step up here where the first fight, I thought that was another COVID match. The Josh Warrington, Lara, that seems more of a COVID matchup. Where this one, that's a step up for Kelly fighting, I don't know the man's name, David, fighting David.
The most fucked man in boxing, Dillian White, returns to the ring March 6th to take on Alexander Povetkin. Dillian, after cleaning the cum off his ass, said, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I said it, and I said it happily. Alexander Povetkin, Dillian White.
He doesn't use protective sex, Lee. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
When he's getting fucked up, yes, that's the joke I was implying, Andrew.
And raw on top of that,
Dillian
and
Whyte
raw.
can make an argument that he is literally the most fucked over man in the heavyweight division, period.
Yeah, no,
To
I
the
think
point where they finally stripped him of his #1 WBC by just letting him keep fighting people at the Povetkin level. Somebody finally beat his ass. This dude never got a title shot ever as the #1 interim lineal next guy that Deontay should have fought guy, period. I feel bad for Dillian Whyte. I will keep saying that Dillian Whyte got fucked. Dillian Whyte got fucked, should have fought Deontay Wilder. Probably, now what we know about Deontay Wilder, probably would have beat Deontay Wilder. Probably. Deontay Wilder, Alexander Povetkin. I start with you, Andrew Labouche.
Look, it's we don't know if this is just a retirement check being handed over to Dillian Whyte or if he still has a career here. This fight, this is winner takes all, loser might retire. So he's got everything riding on the line. I don't like the timetable, even though they postponed it one time and gave him a little bit more, time to get his mind right. I think this fight was way too fast, and Povetkin's still going to have a lot of confidence going into this and look for him to land the same type of punch and knock him out again. For Dillian, let's just hope they're paying him some good money on his way out. He made, hopefully he made about $2 to $5 million on the first fight. If they can try to get him the same type of check on the way out, that's not a bad payday for a fighter of his class. Dillian Whyte, well, he was screwed out of the Deontay Wilder match, has fought for titles. He's had his moment at the top, and it just didn't work out for him. So getting, $5 to $8 million on your way out, that's not a decent way to. That's a decent way to leave the sport, in my opinion.
Which takes me over to you, Miguel Antonio Barragan.
If this is going to be a retirement fight, I feel it's going to be more for Povetkin, honestly, because if we recall, Dillian Whyte was doing very well in that first fight. He even dropped Povetkin a couple of times. So, it could have just been something as easily as just a mistake. He got caught with his uppercut and he went down. And mind you, it wasn't just any other uppercut. It was like dude was out before he hit the canvas. So, yes, it was a real serious KO, something that he's going to have to get over, Whyte. I feel like because of that first performance, I feel like Dillian has a real good chance at this. But again, what is that going to get him? Other than a really, really good paycheck, still no title fight. So, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be retirement for both anyway, but if it is in any direction, I'm going to say it's going to be towards Povetkin.
The only one I can think of that has come back from a knockout as devastating as Dillian Whyte received not too long ago was Lennox Lewis. The class, though, of both fighters are nowhere near each other, and that's why I just think that I don't see him coming back from that knockout. It wiggled his brain. His brain bounced around on that punch. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that one. So that's why I kind of have him as Povetkin as the favorite going in this time. I do agree, though, he was winning the fight. He almost had Povetkin out there in damn self.
Yeah.
But he had Povetkin hurt. Povetkin had him in a blackout. And that boy's brain got disconnected for a few seconds.
Which takes us to the Fury. Let me try that again. The Fury Joshua fight, a done deal on January 16th. I'm sure we'll have updates. Promoter Eddie Hearn says heavyweight unification showdown for the undisputed title between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is a done deal. This is a done deal, said Mr. Ironic. Really, without being signed, Hearn told the London Times. The financial elements of the deal are done. We're talking through the broadcast situation. The only thing really now is to paper it. Okay.
So it's not done.
Right.
Exactly. I'm no expert. I'm no expert.
It's done, but only it's not.
But is a fight, Miguel, you're in Vegas. I like to think of you as our on-the-scene reporter. Is a fight a done deal if the contract isn't signed?
Not in the slightest. If the ink hasn't dried yet, hell no.
Yeah, that's
Andrew, how much horse shit is this horse shit?
definitely it's not done. Even though it's looking better. Oh, well, we might have updates. You know what? It's not done right now. Damn it.
Yeah. At this point in the show, it might be done by the time the show ends. So,
Big money. Big money.
oh yeah.
So big they can't walk away from it. It's so big.
Steven Espinosa and Showtime are in the spotlight this week. We're up to this week finally. How exciting. Showtime Boxing takes center stage starting Wednesday, which was yesterday. Who even knew that they had boxing yesterday?
Oh
I
damn
wish
it! This
they
was
would-
yesterday. God
I
damn.
wish they would just
That
give
will
this
be
shit up
followed on
already.
Saturday by the first Showtime Championship boxing telecast of the year. Both
Okay.
shows will take place behind closed doors at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Said Steven Espinosa. It's awesome. Okay, whatever, Steve.
Quote.
Saturday's show will feature world title fights by undefeated WBO junior featherweight champion Angelo Leo against Stephen Fulton. Somebody's O must go. In the co-main event, pits undefeated super bantamweight Reyes Alim and Vic Pasilius for the vacant WBA vacant. How can you have a vacant WBA interim title? Again, you guys got to stop with this shit. It's so ridiculous. The opener is WBA interim lightweight champ Roland Raleigh Romero, 12-0 with 10 KOs, defending against Justin Peludo. All right, I start with you, Miguel. Are we turning on the TV Saturday to watch Angelo Leo, who I think is the same character name that was in Creed? Isn't that the kid's name?
Is it? I don't
Angelo
know.
Leo? Wasn't that the kid he fought first? I'm just wondering out loud. All right, Angelo Leo, Stephen Fulton. Is Steven Espinosa getting him right back on track here?
Well, Angelo Leo is a local guy, and I mean local here in Vegas. I've been to several of his fights. I like watching him, of course, and I'm always going to root on the local fighters. So I definitely will be tuning in for this one. As a matter of fact, I'll be tuning in also for the undercard for Rolando Romero, who is also from Vegas himself, and I'll be cheering those guys on. But as far as everyone else tuning in, you can probably skip this one.
Yeah,
Andrew.
you gotta give Showbox a lot of credit. 20 years, I think this thing's been going. And when it first started, I believe they had 18 world champions come out of the Showbox stable, or guys that have fought on their network, their telecasts. But as of recently, I don't know. I just wish Showtime would give it up already. I don't know who watches these fights. I don't know how they're generating money anymore. I have Showtime too. I just found that out. I didn't know that. So maybe
you've
I'll
been
tune
paying
in.
this whole time and you didn't realize you had Showtime?
Yeah, I didn't know, dude.
Oh.
They were on it the other day, and I was like, "Oh shit, we have Showtime." Yeah, maybe I'll tune into this fight.
Well, you can certainly watch softcore porn at 2 a.m. as well, Andrew, if you were awake. I mean, they've got that going for them.
It's just not the same with the internet anymore. There's like no reason for soft porn. Hasn't been that way.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. If we want to ask, like, how are they making money, we should be asking about how soft porn is even still a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because it's regular porn without the porn. They just cut out sections and take porn and just cut out sections. They're much shorter too.
Yeah, better acting too.
Without the actual in it, the porn scenes are way short. Way short. There's your little tip for those that need to know. Ting!
Or big tip. Oh yeah. I'm just
Or just the tip.
Beavis and Butthead moment. Sorry, guys.
That takes us to our featured story, and I didn't know it was our featured story till I came across it. This by Mauricio Sulaimán. He just wrote this the other day.
Oh, Jesus.
7 years.
How is
without
this our
San
featured
Jose.
story? People are turning it off right now. You do know that, right?
You do realize that I'm going to roast the shit out of this article that I have not even read yet, just knowing how this guy writes articles. And I've got the Wonkastrator on. So for those of you who've never seen me with the Wonkastrator and an article, I'm going to give a little here's what you do. You put a mustache on Don Jose and maybe some devil horns.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
he's blonde now? He's blonde now.
Orchestrator in full effect, kids. This is a recommendation to go to fight.net.radio and watch the actual video. And you could see Don Jose in his rarest form. All right. Let's move into it. Mauricio, this article, of course, is by Mauricio Sulaimán, son of José Sulaimán. He had to point that out for some ridiculous reason, as though we may have forgotten somehow ridiculously.
I
I'm
the
already
matching last name didn't
excited.
give it away.
And by the way, he also wanted to point out that he is the president of the WBC.
Mm.
Today's column will be dedicated exclusively to the memory of my dear dead father. I added the dead part.
I know. I was like, it doesn't say that.
This past Saturday, we commemorated the 7th anniversary of the sad day in which he entered into the path of no return.
Oh, Lord.
Here we
What,
go.
did he take a wrong turn on the way home? Let's start right here. All right, I'm already excited. So he was driving home after an evening with hookers and blow, and he took the wrong path, and he went into a tunnel that was the wrong direction, and that's how...
Yes. He went around Dead Man's Curve or something?
Who writes like this? This past Saturday, we commemorated the 7th anniversary of the sad day in which he entered into the path of no return. Do you think Maravilla thinks it's the saddest day ever? Just talking out loud, son of José Sulaimán, because that's the way you pronounced yourself, son of José Sulaimán. So I'll refer to you from here on out, Mauricio, as son of José Sulaimán. When I meet you next time at a Hall of Fame event, I'm going to go, wow, son of José Sulaimán.
Hey, that would be a good way to start the interview. Hi, so I'm here with
Could
the
you
son of José
imagine?
Sulaimán.
I'm standing here with son of José Sulaimán. That's Mauricio.
He
No,
might
dude, you
smile,
wrote it
though.
in an
You
article.
never know, Lee. That might bring a big smile to that man's face. Oh, papa.
There is no age to die. What?
What?
There
All right,
might
you guys
be.
happy about that?
I don't-
There's no
I
age
don't
to
know.
die.
Uh,
There is no age to lose a loved one.
If I have to wear diapers every day, I don't know.
There is an age to die. There's a time to go to the Great Mountain and go to sleep.
That's
TT
right.
night.
Yeah, you
That's
can't outlive some stuff.
Although time heals everything, as well as hookers and blow, the memory will always be fresh and present.
Mm.
My dad was a wonderful human being. Again, please go watch the Maravilla special on Netflix. Who enjoyed life intensely? I was going to say insanely, which equally would have worked in that particular spot. His simplicity and his humbleness. These are not two words that I would have put together for José Sulaimán ever.
As him,
Maybe
and
if I knew
Don,
him
as
personally-
him and Don King were matchmaking fights back in the day.
Yes.
Oh my
with
God.
as many like WBC belts there are now, simplicity is probably the last word we could think of here.
Don was all
Simplicity
put,
and humble.
Don was all put him
guys,
as the number one guy.
humbleness.
We'll rob him, and I'll give you half.
Humbleness.
Shake here.
Humbleness. I understand it now. Wow, because you guys said it out loud. We wanted to humiliate the other fighter who wasn't getting paid, and that was his humbleness. He was able to humble other fighters. It opened the doors of the hearts of thousands, and his dedication to serving others distinguished him as the best friend anyone could have.
Ooh, man.
His life was complete, and he repeated. He did everything, as Frank Sinatra would sing, my way, his way. By the way, if you're wondering if I put in his way, no, he really wrote it that way.
It's in parentheses.
I would like to talk about his passion and what he
No,
did during his life.
no. Hey,
Did you know? Did you know he played baseball, Andrew? The sport
no,
he
but
loved?
I can tell you right now, I'm glad I don't follow Mauricio on social media. He seems like one of those guys that has all those fucking heartfelt messages. You're just like, oh my God, here we fucking go again. Yeah, I can see where this.
Net radio audience. If you guys were thinking, how can you make this the featured story? I didn't have to. Son of José Sulaimán made this the featured story. And he did it exceptional. Am I wrong, Miguel? Am I on the wrong track here? Like we should just go and get the next stories of
Hey, no. But
No,
we're getting some good.
coming up.
Yes.
Mayweather wanting to be on the WBC belt as a
Oh,
permanent
fuck.
fixture.
No.
And
no.
I think this is a huge lead into that story, if you want my humble opinion.
Your humbleness opinion and
You
your
know he was
simplicity.
into photography? Don Jose's passion, in addition to being
No, wait a
owner-
minute, Lee.
Yeah.
Don Jose was gonna be a professional baseball player. Go back up there, read that.
All right. Well, I was trying to speed it up, Andrew, because you said this wasn't
I
worthy
know, but
of
that's
being-
good news. That's good news.
All right. Baseball. It's in bold. I'm going to read it the way he wrote it. Baseball. The sport he loved. He was a great player who was even signed by the Boston Brave, but a fracture while sliding into home plate deprived him of continuing his dream, and he had to return to Mexico. They called him Miguel.
Miguel.
Huetesco. Thank you.
I'm not sure what that
Feller.
means, but that's how it's pronounced.
I don't even know what Huetesco Bob Feller means. Who's Bob Feller, eh?
Yeah, who is Bob Feller?
Pinchy
Man,
Bob
see a
Feller.
picture. I'm thinking an old picture, you guys.
Because of his great pitching. Good job, Andrew.
Oh,
Yeah.
there
He
you go.
threw the ball at high speeds and
Mhm.
was the king of strikeouts. Our life revolved around baseball because we all played in Linda Vista Little League. Were
You
they
know
living
that
in
was
America?
a fixed ass game. Oh,
Linda
that game
Vista,
was
is
so
it Linda
fixed.
Vista in Southern California? I could be completely wrong about this, but Linda Vista Little League is in Southern California.
Mauricio had teammates that were like 16 when he was 10.
There we spent every weekend from sunrise to sunset.
Professional
Dad is
boxers.
manager and coach of our team, while mom was always in charge of shutting her fucking mouth and making dinner
Ay, ay, ay.
for the Little League in the dining room.
All right, let's skip all this shit.
Dude, do you think I'm kidding? Look at what he said. My mom was always in charge of the Little League's dining room. How fucking pigeonholed. If I said that about any woman that I'm gonna, she would fucking lose her mind.
Hey, do you think
Hey, mom,
they're
you
probably
make great
ripping
food
off
for
the Little League?
baseball
They're all
team.
keeping all the money like the WBC
Like,
way.
all the concession stands and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody had to pay a damn.
Yeah, they were getting a
fee
piece
for
of
some
the
reason.
action in Linda Vista.
Uh,
That's hilarious. We
They're like, no,
learned
no,
at an
in order to
early
win.
age
Yeah.
how to get a piece of the concession stand.
yes,
Sales.
if you
We
want this
sold those
Little
little
League
pads
World
that you sit on
Series,
at the
you
game.
got to pay a sanctioning fee.
He's all you
my
guys got to give me some money for these trophies.
Yeah,
But the
exactly.
most important lesson that I learned in Linda Vista was to start making belts and selling them at an overrated
Yes.
price. I started off with leather belts, and I suddenly moved on to championship belts. All of the baseball players wanted one for their home. And that's how, in Little League history, my father invented the participation belt and trophy. It was a way for him to make money. Photography. Don Jose's passion, in addition to being the owner and CEO of Graphic Controls Mexico Factory, CEO of Graphics Control Mexico Factory. This doesn't even sound right. President of the World Boxing Council, president of the Linda Vista Baseball League. I don't think he was, but that's a cute retelling of history. Father of 6, among other occupations. He decided to, that's a huge run-on sentence, bro, and I'm not going
Yeah.
to let this one go.
Yeah, he was trying to put
Don
everything.
Jose's passion. Wait, here's how he wrote it. Photography, comma, Don Jose's passion, period. All right, here we go. In addition to being the owner and CEO of Graphic Controls Mexico Factory, comma, president of the World Boxing Council, comma, president of the Linda Vista Baseball League, comma, father of 6, among other occupations, comma, he decided to honor his passions and took photography correspondence courses by mail, period. I don't even know how those all
I'm
tie
out of
together.
breath.
All his sons and daughters were his models. That's creepy. Oh, that's a red flag. This is a red flag right here.
It's a red flag right here.
It's a red flag right here, kid. We would dress up in little tiny outfits, especially Lucy.
On
Oh
paper.
my God.
On
It
paper.
was common that when we came back from school, we would strip naked and pose for
Oh my
photos.
God.
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
He's
And
on
studying.
paper. They made money. And they never received a dime.
Yeah.
While on
They never
family
saw receipts.
vacation, he would often stop in the freeways. In the freeways? I don't think you stop in the freeways. I think you stop on the freeways, but not in the freeways, for up to an hour on the road to take the perfect photograph, looking for the exact lighting. What the fuck are you doing, Dad? There's a crow up
The
there
freeway.
that I want to take a picture of. But Dad, I gotta take a leak. Shut up, son of José Sulaimán.
And you're stopping traffic.
I need to get the light exactly right, and it's going to take at least 22 minutes for the sun to be in the perfect location for me to take a picture of that fucking magpie on top of that lamppost. So shut your pie hole, son of José Sulaimán. His definition of photography, it would have been a colon right here, by the way. He just went into it. His definition of photography, quote, an instant in life that will never happen again. You're damn right about that, cowboy. If you're waiting up to an hour for the perfect shot. Food.
On
Here's
the
a
side of
shocker
the
for an
freeway.
obese man. Here's a shocker for a very large obese man. My fat fuck father also enjoyed food. His ultimate pleasure. We all knew this. This isn't a surprise. My dad didn't drink. Okay. He didn't smoke, if you say so. He didn't party. Ask Cesar Chavez. I'm just saying. His only great
Pretty sure he did
satisfaction
all of
was
those.
he would not order lobster or caviar. No, no, no. He was happy with the home dishes that my mother prepared for him, or with his eggs from Sanborn's, his favorite local restaurant. We loved to see how he enjoyed a good strawberry ice cream by
Oh my
the
God.
gallon.
Do you think he was crying while he wrote this?
Oh, God, yes.
Some of these parts, I think tears were coming, and
Andrew, did you
Son
know
of
he
a
lived
bitch.
much of his life on a diet based on
No.
his 350-pound girth? I'm not shocked by this. But, Andrew, did you know
Yeah.
that
He's obese his whole life, Lee. So yeah, he probably was on a diet his whole life.
he always said he lost 5,000 pounds but gained 5,015? The first time I took my now wife, Christine, Christine,
See, he probably misspelled her name. Fucking move on.
Christiane?
Christiane
That's my best guess.
with my family for Sunday luncheon. We went to the gondola restaurant in the Zona Rosa. Next.
Damn. Damn.
Okay, hold on. Hold
On
on.
a diet, orders
You
4
went to the
dishes.
Zona Rosa to go to lunch. All right. I won't get into it. It's the same Zona Rosa, right? Miguel?
The only one I know of.
That has the other things beside food there, right?
But plenty of other things,
Talking
yes.
out loud.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the password is hookers. My father ordered 4 dishes, and Chris, being a nutritionist, just watched with a great surprise. During this moment, my father told her, Chris, I am on a new diet, and I take these pills that take away hunger. To which my then girlfriend replied, it seems to me that they don't work very well. After a complete silence by all, my father started laughing loudly for everyone's relief. Oh my God, this does not sound like a pleasant man if everybody's doing.
The silence. Yeah.
What am I,
Is
fucking
he about
funny?
the whacker?
What am I, a joke? Am I
Yeah, he's
funny?
about
Ha ha.
Am I a fucking
then-
clown?
Later, she disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Just don't go looking in my backyard.
Miguel, did you know that he was dedicated to his work? He dedicated his life to working tirelessly. His motto was, nothing is impossible in life. Some things may take longer, but nothing is impossible. Since he was a child, he worked behind the counter at the store of our dear grandfather, Don Elias, in Ciudad Victoria. How'd I do, Miguel?
Close. Ciudad.
Ciudad? Is it Ciudad? Not Ciudad?
It's city.
Ciudad.
Ciudad.
All right, well, I'm white. I'm playing the white card. He founded the 20 to 30 Club. What the hell is that? A strip club?
Oh.
And a diversity of activities, including selling shoes throughout the region. He built the Avena Cinema? Okay.
Avenida, close.
Avenida? You think it's
getting better.
Avenida?
Mhm.
Avenida? Wouldn't it be Avenida de Cinema? I'm just talking out loud like I knew the structure. Together with his uncle Jorge, and eventually fate took him to Mexico City to dedicate his life to graphic control.
Right.
What the fuck is graphic control?
The
The manufacturer company which
cover
would
for selling
be
dope.
the family business since 1963.
It's a
He
shell
was
company.
relentless. He worked harder than anyone ever in the history of Mexico, ever.
They sold
And he was
used tires.
exemplary in dedication.
Yes. Yes. If you guys ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, this is like the Wolf Cola. If you guys ever watched that, it's just a
No
shell
shit,
company.
right? It's a shell company. And of course, boxing, Andrew.
Of course.
He grew up in a very small town, right?
Hmm.
His childhood friends were boxers.
Look at
A
how
mediocre
small
boxer.
that one is. Huh.
Not only that, he was a mediocre boxer.
The one thing that
Why
made
would
him the most money
your
is
dad
the
is
smallest
a
paragraph.
meteoric.
Ooh, yeah. Well, look at what happened to him. Fuck, he got fucked up.
You know, my dad was a boxer himself and retired due to a broken jaw. All right, let's assess his sporting career. He broke his leg playing baseball, and he broke his jaw doing boxing, and his nose.
He must not be the athlete that we think he is.
Why do
Yeah,
I
that-
picture
He doesn't
Dad
have a
in
good record in sports, does he?
He's like, let me just watch from the
First-
sidelines.
No shit, right? His firsthand learned oh, that's an ugly sentence. He firsthand learned and experienced how tough this sport was by seeing the abuse and inhuman practices that occurred within boxing, and did it himself to others,
Oh, yes, and carry the tradition. Okay.
and carried the tradition along as he was abused himself. As president of his beloved WBC, he managed to revolutionize the sports by fucking fighters harder than anybody else in the history of sports. With all the rules that he changed and implemented, many lives were saved and many dollars were made. And the
Mhm.
future of those who finish their careers in the ring, and so that they can go and enjoy a healthy life. Not a lucrative, by the way, he says healthy life, not lucrative, not successful,
Mhm.
not well into retirement. They still had money and they weren't, fighting people at a dog track in TJ. No, a healthy life. Thanks, Don. His family, his greatest treasure. He was an exceptional son. Of course he was. He was exceptional at everything until he broke his nose and his jaw and his
leg.
fucking leg. He was exceptional at it.
He was
What a
exceptionally well at
retelling
getting
of
broken.
history this- I swear to God, I'm going to send this to my daughter and say, when I die, this is how my fucking will. This is what you're reading. Just change out the names. I just want you to read this verbatim and go, let me tell you about my dad. His family, his greatest treasure was he was an exceptional son. My daughter will roll her eyes at that one. He eternally honored the memory of his mother, Donna Wasila, who passed away at only 41. God, I wish I would have passed away at 41. And always adored his father. He was the older brother, always taking care of Nellie and Uncle Troy.
Come
Not
on, you
Troy,
got this
Uncle
guy,
Troy.
man. Fuck, he's all dropping names now. Oh my god.
He formed a unit. He formed
I wish
a
you would have
united
put Dio
family.
and Dia though. That would have been awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh my!
that would make more sense.
That would have been so awesome.
Did you guys know he died peacefully in the company of all his loved ones? We were happy to see the unity that he had always encouraged us to maintain by having us all together during his complicated hospital stay. He managed to say goodbye
look
to
at-
many of his
Look
champions
at who
and
came to
friends.
see him. Yeah,
I know, right?
all the winners.
In the UCLA
Yes, all the
hospital in Los
millionaires.
Angeles. First of all, Muhammad Ali came and saw him.
I don't
I
believe
can't imagine that was a deep conversation.
that. I
Mike
don't believe
Tyson.
that one.
Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah, he did. I believe this one.
There you
Oh,
go.
of course.
Ray
probably the only one I
Leonard,
believe.
maybe. Oscar De La Hoya, who he misspelled and writing his name. How fucking
the-
great is that?
Okay.
He missed the space between De La Hoya,
Yeah.
between all three.
And didn't capitalize the L. The fuck. All right, spell check.
Touchdown.
Don had a
And of Jose
contract with them
Sulaimán.
when he went to go see him.
Jeff French. Jeff French came to see.
So you can't make this guy number one.
Yeah. Just sign here,
Vladimir
sign here
Klitschko.
before you die, please. Just one more time. Just do me one more favor before you're out.
His dear brother Carlos Slim and Don King among so many more champions and friends.
Dear brother Carlos Slim, isn't that the richest man, the one time the richest man in the world?
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think he owns the entertainment side over there.
Listen, Andrew, the unforgettable demonstration of affection that we received since he gave his last breath.
But why does it say dead
The
brother?
thousands who attended.
Yeah.
Oh, dear brother,
No,
Carlos.
brother. Like
Yeah,
actual
dear
brother?
Dear
Nah,
brother.
that's not him.
No.
Would have been funnier if he spelled it DEER. It would have been funnier. It would have. The unforgettable demonstration of affection that we received since he gave his last breath. The thousands who attended
Yeah, that is him.
from many parts of the
Totally.
world
Wow.
to say goodbye. The boxing community took us by the hand. Not Netflix, the boxing community. And that fucker Maravilla. Fuck him.
Carlos Slim's net worth is $50 billion. Yeah, straight mob.
Andrew, today, 7 years after his departure, we continue to witness thousands display affection. Okay. We continue to see that warm smile, feeling the presence in every step we take and follow the path that has left us marked in the world. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the care and attention that the Sulaimán Saldivar family received. Saldivar? Did I roll the R?
No,
Did I get it? Am I in the ballpark?
Yeah, you're in the ballpark for sure.
All right, cool. Really white? Was it really white?
Yeah, yes,
Just
yes, it was. Yes.
Asking for a friend. Family received this past Saturday, remembering our beloved father. I appreciate your contacts. Don't send it to me directly. Send it to contact@WBC.
And pay a fee, please.
Holy
to
shit,
send it.
that's the funniest part of this article. I appreciate the comments, so send them to me at contact@WBCboxing.com.
It's like I appreciate
those
them
of you
so
who are
much.
wondering,
Please send them elsewhere.
Have a dispute or a claim against the WBC as well on their website. Their email address is contact@WBCboxing.com. That would not be his direct email. I'm going to go out on a limb. Pretty sure not his direct email. Now, Andrew, with all of that said, aren't you glad that was the featured story?
Yes, I am.
Miguel, what's your snapshot of Don?
My snapshot. You mean like something that I remember him by?
Yeah, sure. Knock yourself out.
Just seeing them in the ring. I mean, really, like he's always present. You know, he's not the Al Heyman that he's like always hiding. You know, I always see him in the ring presenting the belts and whatnot. That's probably the only thing that I remember him mostly.
Andrew, do you have a snapshot?
Yeah, I was around him a lot. Big presence in the room. Always thought he was the man. Every time he was around, you kind of knew he pulled all the cards in at least for the WBC. So yeah, never talked bad while I was around him. Now that I know Carlos Slim was his friend, I believe Chavez's godfather is El Chapo. It's all connecting the dots. Don King is in the same sentence with that, and it's all pretty clear what was going on there.
Ding. Ding.
That's fucked up, huh?
Ding. Ding.
Did you know that, Miguel?
Ding.
What?
That Chavez is El Chapo's his fucking godfather or some shit like that?
Wait, hold on. Is that what it is? I thought it was. Wait, we're talking about Chavez Jr. Chavez Sr. What are we talking about?
Chavez Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I remember it being someone. I don't remember who the hell it was, but somebody.
It's crazy, dude.
In inner workings.
Ding.
Yep.
Ding.
These guys were in it.
Yeah, they were. And Slim is the richest man in Mexico still today. 50 billion.
Damn.
Ding. We will miss
Some deep pockets. Oh, was that the 10 count?
go see
Did we not
Maravilla,
remain silent?
available on Netflix, and see how great the family truly is. It's documented. for all of you to see. And by the way, while you're at it, go talk to Dillian White about how great the family is.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like 7 years without Don Jose, and I think that's the same amount of time that White has been waiting for a title shot. How poetic.
January 19th, we're back into the news again.
Real fast, Lee. I gotta get out of here soon, man.
Oh,
Hey!
oh, Miss Fields.
Oh, this is
you,
garbage.
you never leave us, do you?
I don't
What
get
in the
it.
fuck?
I don't get it, man.
Are you
Pay-per-view?
guys going to tune in? Are you guys going to tune into Super Women? Hey! Super Women. It's only $30. And it's from my hometown of Flint, Michigan. We don't have water, but we have boxing. Hey!
Are there any
Shout out to
recognizable
Flint.
names on the card?
No.
Yeah, that's what kills this card, dude. Like I get it if it was somebody, that actually draws eyeballs to the television, but Clarissa's not that girl yet. That woman, excuse me. And nobody else on this freaking card is even close. I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. Pay-per-view. Like, are you serious right now? There's got to be
$30.
They've got to, you know what? They've got to pump the shit out of this, and not on a lot of women's sites. They really do. They got to get out there in social media. They got to have the women drive this event, because I do not see the men going to. And the boxing is way different than the MMA. The guys don't tend to buy pay-per-views of all women.
If they fight
cards.
topless, I'm in.
That's always been my argument. Even though in some of the MMA fights, these girls are really beating the hell out of each other. Yes, a lot of it is sometimes I think that is the big drive of why that's it has so much success in the MMA. So in boxing a little bit different. These two women are just going to stand up and punch each other in the face. There ain't too much sexiness driven behind that, so not too many men like watching women boxing because of that. It has gotten more popular, and it's way popular everywhere else than America. I think that needs to be said, because in China, Japan, this is not uncommon. All women pay-per-view fights. So I guess it's just the American fan base that hasn't really caught up to women combat sports. I see this being a total bust.
There you go. Which takes us to our final couple of stories.
Did you guys notice the knockout ratio of both fighters in the main event? Clarissa Shields is coming in at 10-0-2, and her opponent is 17-0-0.
Oh, wow.
Good time.
Yes,
This
is the equivalent of a whole lot of passing in an NBA basketball game. Just pass, shoot.
Yes, we can guarantee this will go the distance, basically. And probably every other fight on the card.
Hey, is everybody wondering what to do on that weekend before the Super Bowl? Well, guess what? Fox and the PBC have come to the rescue. Remember that Caleb versus Caleb fight that they announced sometime back that was going to be on that date? Well, just this past week, they decided to tell you what the undercard was going to be. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. Good job, guys. Undefeated IBF super middleweight champion Caleb Sweethand Plant will defend his title against, try not to get confused, Caleb Golden Truax. That's right, Caleb versus Caleb on Fox on January 30th without fans from the Shrine Auditorium. Well, they decided to put on a fight card with it because Fox is going to televise it. The co-feature will feature Michael Kofi and Damian Darmanian Rock. What a name. In a 10-round battle of unbeaten heavyweights, super welterweight Joey Spencer will take on Isaiah Sheldon, which is the only reason I'm reading the story, because it's the son of heavyweight champion Bruce Seldon in an 8-round opener to the telecast. In between the Super Bowl and this weekend's championships, Andrew, will you be checking out Caleb versus Caleb?
I'm actually more interested in the undercard than the main event. And the only reason why is I'm kind of tired of Caleb Plant's excuses of not accepting big fights. It's the money, it's the time. I don't have enough time to train. I'm not a puppet. Like, shut up already. Nobody even knows who this fucking guy is. He's been offered major fights, one of them with Canelo, and he turns them down. So I give a flying fuck about him versus Caleb Truax. If you don't beat the guy, you're the dumbest fucking fighter ever for not taking the 5 million on fighting Canelo. So I hope you beat fucking Truax. Moving on, the undefeated heavyweights. That's a decent matchup. I like the two records, two heavyweights. Someone could get knocked out. And if I'm not mistaken, Miguel, Joey Spencer, this is the kid that Guzin's really high on, correct?
Yes. He a couple of fights ago he had like a tough fight. I forgot who his opponent was, but it kind of took him the distance, and we saw a little bit more heart out of the guy. But yeah, this is him. This guy's got some pop, and he's upcoming. I saw him described as a middleweight a couple of fights ago. I wasn't sure if like he moved up, but apparently he's gonna super welterweight 154. So I guess he's 154 pounder. But yeah, this is him.
Okay. Yeah, decent fight card for a Fox event, Lee.
Which takes us to our last story and our featured story, part 2. Floyd Mayweather's image is being added to the WBC belt. There's some really interesting side twists to this whole thing as well. Along with all the greats that adorn the World Boxing Council, the belt, the World Boxing Council has announced that it is honoring the career of Floyd Mayweather by placing his picture on each of their famed green and gold belts. Floyd now joins Muhammad Ali, Don José Sulaimán, and the constant image that will appear on the WBC green and gold belt. Currently, each weight category's WBC belt features 2 greatest champions of the division. And the 6th is the one of the reigning champion. All right. Let's see what the quotes are. I can't wait. I'm honored to have the WBC include my likeness on their green and gold belts for eternity, said Mayweather. Said no shock whatsoever. I remember the first time I won the WBC belt and saw the photos of the great champions, and there were always, I remember the first time, blah, 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 and I always wanted to be there too. It really is a dream come true to be alongside the great Ali and WBC founder Don Jose. And to be recognized, he didn't write this. There's no way he wrote this. This was written by the press group. There's no way that Floyd Mayweather referred to him as Don Jose. No way. No way. And no way did he ever say, I'm beyond grateful to receive this honor.
Unless Don Jose really was a Don and wanted people to call him that. You never know, Lee.
But just this past week, Floyd Mayweather was trying to say that he was greater than Muhammad Ali. Like that was circling around some of the lower end tabloids of boxing, which I believe more than I believe that he is truly grateful and humbled by this honor. But
he seems a little power.
Go with it.
He pushes his power a lot. It seems all the new belts. Story,
yeah, whatever. Don Miguel. Do you believe that Floyd Mayweather's likeness should be on the permanent side of the belt?
I mean, every division, pretty much every division he's won a title in, it was this belt. His resume is a who's who, so it's hard to argue against it. Personally speaking, I wouldn't want to see him on every fucking belt. But I mean, it's how can I explain it? It's not a bad idea. Like, the dude has won many WBC titles over the course of his career. So yeah, why not put him on there? I personally wouldn't want to see him on there, but fuck it, let's throw him on there.
Don Andrew.
It's if you're gonna pick a fighter, it's gonna be Floyd for this title because of what Miguel just said. He won, I think, 7 of them. The thing is, Floyd isn't looked at as the greatest in any one of those divisions that he won a WBC title in. So to put him on there permanently, I think, whatever. That's, it's more of a power trip, I think, from son of Don Jose. All the belt making, the jewels. It's either that or this guy loves, he's like freaking Liberace. Is that guy? He just loves fucking making these titles and making all these changes.
He just loves the bling.
Yeah. It's really, really weird. But power tripping, Floyd, some of those WBC titles I think were won against the opponent nobody wanted to see, but we won't get into that. Um, yeah. And what did he put? Eternity? I thought that was kind of a stretch. Is he sure about that? Eternity? You think you're doing, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Makes you feel better.
Hey,
Oh.
did you guys know that Sam Navajero? And they could probably hear the audio, but you guys
Yes.
can't. That's Sam.
Yes. That's Sam, dude.
And he's got a gelato cart. Don't screw
Fucking
with him.
going. I'm going.
Gelatateria.
It's our
Visit it
bucket
online. I'm
list.
sure it's.
It's our
Yeah.
bucket list right there.
Nice.
Did you know he's fourth generation, Andrew?
I know. I read it. Yeah.
Fourth generation.
That is from Sicily, dude.
Sam right now is cringing at this moment on the broadcast. And Sam, I recommend the video for this.
He's
section.
got a
This is
Don.
for you.
There's a Don in his
You
family.
are the producer of Fight Net Radio, and you should
Yeah.
take it in, buddy. We're giving you your time on the show with actual audio. Tell us the family secret.
I will not do that.
I like boxing,
Yes.
and I think
family, baseball,
who
like
is the
baseball
greatest fighter ever.
You will disappear.
Yes.
And I think Lee talks about his personal life too much.
Those look good too. Look at that. Looks good, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
shitting. I'm not
Look at that.
shitting on his gelato. It does look quite
I
delicious.
will wolf that shit down.
And Sam, the highest form of compliment I can give you is I can safely say in the 13 years of Fight Net Radio, we have never featured a show closing with a gelatarian. There you go.
Very
That was
cool.
just for you. Just for you. That is the only Sammy I respect in this world. Just
All right, you guys. I gotta say good night to all the babies. It's
All right,
that.
yo.
with all of that said, we would like you to go to our Facebook, right? Check it out, fight.net.radio. There you go. I got it back up. I had to pull the story up. There's Sam and Andrew. All of us saw it. All right, go to fight.net.radio. Follow Andrew at Andrew Labouche. Follow Fight Fiend Migs at Fight Fiend Migs. He's available on YouTube and the Instagram. He does put up all the fights and all the things. Andrew, did you drop off already? I
No, I'm
understand
here.
you did.
I'm listening.
Okay, you can drop off. I'm going to give a PS to everybody about Conor McGregor.
All right, you
Yes,
guys take care.
All right, man.
Take care, and I'll
We're gonna
see you
end the
next
show-
Sunday.
So,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's Andrew Labouche. He is the backbone. He is the voice. He is a very, very good friend who I would kill people for and his family. I want to make that abundantly clear. Turn it over to the infant of the Fight Net Radio team who gets his own feature at the end of the show.
oh,
Conor McGregor
Yeah.
returns to the ring. This is a PS for those 5 of you who like MMA. Conor McGregor returns to the ring. And the drama with Managdadov.
yes.
Managdadov.
Yes. But Lama Ding Dong.
All right, this is your moment to shine and close the show out. Give me your feelings about the fight card, the fight this Saturday, and the chances of him fighting Khabib.
First and foremost, I don't think he's going to fight Khabib like ever. Khabib has already made it clear that he's kind of out of the picture. He's already beaten everybody. He had a meeting with Dana White and basically said, you know, if any of these guys, there's going to be several lightweights, including Conor, fighting on the same card. And Khabib pretty much said, if any one of those guys impress me, I'll come back. Otherwise, no. So it's a maybe. So these guys have to really put on quite a show. That being said, the main event is going to be Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. They fought once before in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and Conor McGregor won in some seconds. I think it was 30 some odd seconds, first round KO. So there's a pretty good chance that's going to happen again. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly though. Most likely it'll go into the late second or early third round, but I still do see Conor McGregor winning. I don't see Dustin Poirier doing anything that Conor hasn't already seen. So there's a pretty good chance that we're going to see the same results. And then the co-main event is Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler. For those of you who don't know, Michael Chandler is a former Bellator champion who recently, his contract expired with Bellator, and they didn't renew it, so he came over to the UFC. So those are the four lightweight guys that Conor McGregor is going to be, or I'm sorry, Khabib is going to be looking at. Dan Hooker, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, and Dustin Poirier, and see how the outcome goes. In the co-main event, I'm going to be rooting for Michael Chandler. I think that is pretty cool. He's got a very, very good wrestling, and there's a pretty good chance he's going to take the fight to the ground, where Dan Hooker is least effective. But yeah, those are my predictions for those two. Michael Chandler defeating Dan Hooker and Conor McGregor defeating Dustin Poirier this Saturday on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, be there. UFC. It's the place to be. Slap into a Slim Jim. Ride your
Yes.
Harley. Okay. With all of that said,
Mhm.
okay, ready?
Mhm.
Buy it or stream it illegally on our not sponsored but should be our sponsor, VIP FrontRow.net.
That is a fantastic question. If you can see me nodding my head, I'm gonna say yes. Do not stream it, even though I'm nodding yes. I will always do that. So yes, if you want to fork up $65 or so to buy it on pay-per-view, by all means do so. But I will definitely, a shameless plug in VIP Sports, VIP Row Sports, because they have some pretty solid streams.
So, I mean, it might be on the screen if you're watching the video and there's like a button that says UFC. So you're saying,
In a roundabout way, yes.
okay, there you go. VIProad.net should be a sponsor of this show. Put you guys over a lot.
Yes, if you guys are listening.
And if you don't, and by the way, if you don't have Showtime, click on the Boxeo button and enjoy Showtime.
Mhm.
And Sunday is the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania begins.
Yes, it
Push
is.
the WWE button. Just saying it out loud for the room. Could be. If you're watching the video, I showed you how to do it. Enjoy it.
A wide range of
Go fight
entertainment.
Wide, and the championship round of football. It's a good weekend for eating bad food and laying in bed. And if you got a hot chick to join you to do it, who's into blowing you, call it a win-win all the way around. Go to fight.net.radio. Check out everything. We have been pissing off fight fans since 2006, and we are proud of it and will continue to do it. And if you were a fan of Don Sulaimán, okay, I apologize on behalf of Fight Net Radio. It's a new year. It's a new era of Fight Net Radio. So I'm just going to apologize in general for the shows at the end of the show. Do I mean it? No, I still don't mean it, but at least I'm apologizing because now we live in a PC democratic era for the next 4 years. The previous 4 years, which was a week ago, I could just tell you all to go fuck yourselves. I can't anymore. New president, PC era, Fight Net Radio. I see a t-shirt coming. Fight Net Radio, the PC era.
Oh,
What? Oh my God, what a t-shirt. What a t-shirt. I'm going back in to make new t-shirts. Check it out, everybody. That's at Fight Fiend Migs on YouTube and Instagram. That guy is at Andrew Labouche. He's the one talking to them babies and trying to forget half the jokes that we just told him so he doesn't tell them to his kids. And I am at Lee Honish on literally everything. I think you can Google it and just watch it blow up all the pages. Check out my Share Dog record while you're at it. Still on page 2 of my search, which is hilarious to me that it comes up before my actual new website when you type in Lee Honish. It's Share Dog and then my personal website. That's hilarious to me right now. But I get a kick out of it. Thank you, everybody. We do appreciate the people who listen to the show and watch our videos online. And for those of you who watch our shit and go, I don't get it, you never will. Thanks for listening.